Hey guys, this is talk about my bike, my first road bike, my Guerciotti Sprint from 1985. This is pretty close to original condition. It's an aluminum frame. I bought this from a bike shop. It was actually on the campus of the University of Central Florida, 1985. You see a ton of these on eBay. It's a great bike from the 80s. Aluminum, so there's no rust issues. Bike came equipped with a mixture of Campagnolo, Athena, and Triumph, Regita wheels, but Campy seat posts, headset, stem, bottom bracket, hubs as well, both front and rear. This bike, I mean, it is 30-something years old, so some things have changed. These are not the original wheels. This is a Mavic set that I had built up probably '94, but I had them use, this is back when you would buy rims and basically spec out your wheels. So I used the old Campy, those are Athena hubs, they work great. Campy brake levers, they are not Campy, but those are Shimano. I wrecked this bike a few times, and they were originally not aero. Originally the brake cables would come out the top. I've been searching for some Campy brake levers, vintage from the year, and I just don't want to spend the money right now. But it's original Campy stem. This is back before threadless, so that's a quill stem. There's a really cool aero seat post. That is the original saddle. It used to be pure white, now it's not. It's antique white. I did have to replace the rear derailleur. Again, in a crash, I snapped my original derailleur in half, so that is a replacement. That's a Campy record, both the derailleur and the crankset. You know, back in the mid 90s, a lot of this old vintage Campy stuff was being just almost given away, so I picked that up. The bottle cages, those are not original, but they are what originally came on them. These were Campy aero cages. I have the bottles inside in the air conditioning because they're pretty hard to find, but look them up online, they're amazing. Down tube shifters, pretty sweet. I used to race crits with these. They're friction, so there's no indexing. But once you kind of get used to it, it's fun, and makes riding a lot of fun. This bike is about to go into transformation. I'm going to put some tourist handlebars on it, standard pole brake levers. I'm going to put on a different saddle, put on some conventional water bottle cages. I do have, those are pedals from the 2000s. I do have a set of vintage Campagnolo Veloce pedals that I'm putting on there with straps. I just got a bunch of parts in yesterday, so I'll be building that up. But yeah, so this was my road bike that I rode from 1985 to 1998. This bike, I've raced it all throughout Florida, and then I took it when I moved to Switzerland. When I moved to Switzerland, I bought a new bike, a Colnago, and I shipped back this bike to my home in the States, and continued to ride the Colnago, obviously. But anyhow, so that's a 1985 Guerciotti. It was called a Sprint, aluminum frame, lugged, and apparently the lugs are glued. The aluminum is glued with the tubes to the hub, and apparently it's the same glue that was used on the shuttle. So they said it's never going to come apart, and as you can see, the frame's in great shape. It's a few little scratches here and there, but yeah, it's a great bike, and it'll be interesting to see what it's like to ride it again. These handlebars are not original, they're horrible, I hate them. I bought them by mistake, had them installed, and once I got them I realized they were horrible. So I've never really ridden this bike. But again, the brakes are coming off, handlebars coming off, seats coming off, and it's going to turn into a commuter bike. So I'll do a video about that once I'm done.